Hi, this is Ton Lee,
And I'm Johnny Wynn.
and in today's video, we're going to talk about buying a house. And Johnny and his wife are in the market to look for their next house.
Yeah. And general rule is, especially from our friends and family, and especially my parents, we need to save 20% for our down payment.
That's right. And why is that?
That 20% is to avoid PMI.
All right, that's right. And PMI, what that stands for is private mortgage insurance. And what that is just an additional cost of insurance that the lender requires in the event you default on your mortgage. Okay. And so let's take a look at your house.
Yeah. So this house that we're looking at it's about $400,000.
Okay.
If we were to save that 20%, that's $80,000 that we have to
Wow,
make as a down payment.
that's a lot on a down payment.
is a lot.
And where are you standing now?
We're not quite there yet. We're sitting on about $20,000 that we've been able to save in the last year or two.
Okay, so you still need about 60,000 in order to make that down payment. So how do you go about that?
Currently, we're saving about $1,000 a month at this current rate.
Okay, so you're looking about 12,000 a year. So it would take you approximately about pretty much 5 years
That's right.
in order to have enough to make that down payment for this house here. But Johnny, in about 5 years, you know how the market, the housing market is going right now. It's climbing like crazy. So just last year, it climbed 37%. So let's just say from now until 5 more years, it's going at a rate of 5% each year. So your $400,000 house today would be worth or cost you $510,000 in that 5 years, and 20% of that right there, Johnny, at that time wouldn't be 80,000 anymore. It'll be worth $102,000 of down payment now.
Wow.
So you won't have enough. So how do you plan on going about that?
Yeah, that's going to be tough because we're going to have to save even more money now out of pocket, or downsize the house, or just not buy the house of our dreams, right?
And that's a lost opportunity there. However, let's try a different option. Let's take the money you have now, the 20,000 you have now, and just go ahead and make that down payment on the house.
All right, so we're talking about $400,000 house, $20,000 down payment. My mortgage is now going to be $380,000.
Okay, so that 20,000 is 5%. So you would be required to add on PMI. There we go. So let's go back. So $380,000 mortgage, and typically PMI would cost around 0.5 to 2% of the mortgage. And let's just go make it easy. On average, this one is going to be 1%. So $380,000 mortgage. 1% of that is an extra $3,800 a year charge for PMI for you, on top of your mortgage.
On top of the mortgage.
Okay, so let's go back to the numbers. So, in PMI, typically you can once you have 20% equity in the home, you can call up the lender and have them remove the PMI. And typically they won't let you do that until at least 2 years after you buy the home. So again, go back. In 5 years, your house is worth $510,000. 20% equity would be $102,000. That's what you need in order to remove PMI. So if you utilize this option now, today, you bought the house at $400,000. In 5 years, it would have grown to $510,000, which means you would have gained $110,000 in equity. That would be more than the PMI, the 20% equity needed to drop off PMI. So you can drop off PMI by then in 5 years.
Nice.
Okay, good. So how does that gain for you? So we're talking about $3,800 a year for PMI for 5 years total. That would cost you
$19,000 in PMI payments.
Okay, but you gain in those 5 years $110,000 of equity on your home.
Right.
So we break it down year by year. $3,800 a year
is $22,000 in equity
return.
Right.
Wow. What is
That's a good deal.
That sounds like a good deal too.
Yeah. So, I'm buying the dream house of, our dream house now, rather than wait 5, more years. I get to participate in the growth of my home, in that equity, and in 4 to 5 years, I get to call my lender and say, "Hey, I don't want to pay that anymore."
Right. That's
awesome.
I think that is awesome. I like that strategy. I think this is another good option in buying a home.
Right. So that's a lot of good content and a lot of information. If you can like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, please comment below if you have any questions. And down below, there should be a link for our Calendly link. If you want to set up an appointment, any one of our team members can help you out.
Until then, have a good one.
Thank you.